We got the map back. Now we can sail to Blood Island. Keep her on course for Blood Island! Van Helgen!
I'm doing all I can here! Haggis! Lend a hand! I'm barely holding on myself, mate! My God, this wind! She's the devil's own!
Whew. I guess I blacked out for a second. Where's Elaine?
She flew a wee bit into the woods when we crashed.
Then let's get going. We'll find her, then scour the island for the uncursed diamond ring that'll transform her back to normal.
I don't be thinking we will, lad.
What do you mean? I mean, what do you mean, Haggis?
This be a mutiny, Captain. We're leaving you.
Did I mention that I'm offering my crew a very attractive pension plan?
You did. And the stock options. But we're still leaving.
But why, Haggis? Why?
Well, I admit being your pirate crew's been a real pleasure. A real pleasure. But we've grown restless. We can hear the voice of the siren calling to us, and she says she'd be wanting us to do her hair.
You're going back to being barbers?
Aye. We'll be sailing back to Plunder Island just as soon as we can fix the ship. Good luck, Captain Driftwood. It were a pleasure to be looting with you.
I guess I'm on my own again. Haggis?
Aye.
Mutiny's a big step. Are you sure you won't reconsider?
Aye, lad, we're all agreed. We'd rather feel the spray of detangler in our faces than the spray of the ocean.
Are you sure you don't want to be pirates again?
Aye, we're sure. We'd all rather be cutting hair than cutting throats. Well, except for Bill.
Of course. How are the repairs coming?
Well, lad, things could be worse. There's plenty of lumber on this island, so we'll be able to repair all the major holes in the hull. We'll also be adding a hardwood dance floor on the Lido deck.
Nice.
Aye, it's something we've been talking about for a while.
You mutineers had best beware.
Beware of what?
Well, for one thing... if I wore a kilt, I wouldn't wear highly polished shoes.
By me great Aunt Fergus, ye be right, laddie. I had best beware.
My, that's a big bottle of lotion you have there.
That's right, she be. And don't ye be getting any ideas about stealing it. We're sure to be needing it, you see. Carpentry on this tropical climate can and will prematurely age your skin. 'Tis but one of the many hardships a pirate must face daily during this barbarous age. Aye, and if we pirates didn't carry hand lotion aboard all our ships, we'd probably die from the chafing.
Wow, if I were doing a history report on pirates and I included that fact, I'd get an A+. We're talking guaranteed A+. And that A+ just might get you into the college of your choice. Think about it. Join me or I'll kill you all.
Of course you will, laddie. By the way, have you got any duct tape, laddie? We're reattaching the mainsail.
No.
That's a shame. I guess we'll have to use nails then.
I'll let you get back to work. It's a bottle of Captain Nick's shaving soap with a cork in it. It must have fallen from the barber's supplies when the ship wrecked.
You'd best believe in that. That there hand lotion be for the rough, dry skin that can often accompany ship repair.
Seeing those guys lit up never fails to bring a smile to my face. Feel the power of the ancient volcano goddess in Griswold Good Soup presents High Explosive, the most intense showgirl cabaret in the Caribbean. Starring Wilhelmina, Temptress of the Caldera, nightly at 7. Looks like it was quite a show. Madam Eczema.
Zima, Madam Zima, Madam Zima, Madam Zima! Mistress of the ancient arts, of precognition and augury, diva of divination.
Cool, you're a fortune teller.
Ah, that and so much more. I feel a dark presence coming over me.
Hi there.
Ah!
Ah, please, keep it down. No screaming. Oh, my head.
Do you know anything about the lost ring of Blood Island?
I sense tremendous sorrow in connection with that ring, and a great part missing. A beautiful diamond.
Where's the diamond?
I see a dark cave filled with evil men, and a place of death. A dark island in the form of a giant skull.
Tell me my fortune, tell me my fortune.
I do not think you wish to hear. There are things of which a man is better off being ignorant.
Oh, but I'm already ignorant of so many things. I want to know my future.
No, you are not meant to know.
I bet you just can't do it. That's the problem. You can't do it, and you're afraid everyone will find out you're just a phony.
You know, I could put a curse on you that would make every morsel of food you eat become a ravenous cockroach inside your intestines, giving you the most excruciating death imaginable.
So, are you gonna tell me my fortune or not?
I'm not kidding.
Okay, okay. What's in the cards for me? Fame? Fortune? Romance?
Ah, very well. We will consult the cards. The process of reading the tarot is a very complex one. Each draw of the cards foretells an upcoming event in your life. When assembled, they will tell the story of your future. A future filled with twists and... Ah!
Good Lord, woman, stop that screaming.
What is it? Is that a good... Ah?
It is death.
Well, in the tarot, death just means change, right? I mean, it's nothing to get worried about, right?
Sure, whatever you say. Now please go.
There must be some mistake. Read my tarot cards again.
There is no mistaking your fate, Guybrush. The cards do not lie. But if you insist, once again, it is death.
I'm feeling luckier. Give me another tarot reading.
Luck is not involved here, Guybrush. It is your destiny.
Whatever. Let's see what the cards say this time.
The card says death.
Are you sure you're not dealing from the bottom of the deck?
Remember that curse I told you about?
Okay, okay. Hit me.
Death?
How many of those cards do you have, anyway? How about giving me one more tarot reading?
This is evil work, Guybrush. The fates have conspired against you, and no man can interfere. Your path has been determined.
Okay, I get your point. I really do. Just one more time for Guybrush. Let me guess. Death?
Leave this place.
Huh?
You are putting us all in grave danger. Your very presence will bring us nothing but sickness, tragedy, and death.
Oh, yeah? Well...
Demon! Demon!
5 death cards? I think I'm getting the hint. Look! A 3-headed monkey!
Ah! Then the prophecies were true! Where? I don't see anything.
He must have run away.
This is a very bad omen.
Ew, gross. The cushion is starting to come off this bar stool. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm...
Stop yelling.
I wasn't yelling, I was just...
Ah, I've got a terrible hangover. Find something to clear my head and I can talk to you. And keep it down.
Pirate Potables. Pickles. Drink grog. They're spinning around the top of the windmill. They're spinning around the top of the windmill. It's locked. There's a barrel at the top of the windmill. It's a chili pepper. The Good Soup Family Crypt. Miller the Sot. Here lies old Miller. He's far past his prime. He drank some weed killer with a half twist of lime. It's a big wooden mallet. It's a smelly old dog. That seems like a waste of a perfectly good biscuit. me! Okay, fella, this won't hurt a bit. Hey, I guess it didn't hurt a bit. He must be shedding. Wow, I never knew the Caribbean had so many rubber trees. It's a rocky part of the beach. It's a big egg sitting precariously at the top of that tree. Lost Welshman Ferry Line. Haunted sea cruises and whale watching excursions daily. What was that?
Just get me the ingredients for a hangover remedy and I'll talk to you.
I found this egg for your hangover remedy.
Shh. Thanks.
This is some of the hair of the dog that bit me.
Shh. Thanks.
Here's a wild pepper for your hangover remedy.
Shh. Thanks. That's all the ingredients I need. Let me quietly mix up a dose. Ah, much better. Here, you can take the rest.
I don't believe we've met. Who are you?
I am Griswold, last of the good soups and proprietor of this hotel. You may have heard of us and our soup restaurant resort empire that stretches across the Caribbean.
Well...
This was once our proudest resort. In recent years, however, hard times have befallen the family Good Soup and left me alone in this rotting hotel. The Good Soup Plantation Resort Hotel and Casino.
What do you know about the lost ring of Blood Island?
Oh, that's a very sad chapter in my family's history. My great-aunt Minnie Stroney Good Soup was a well-to-do member of Blood Island society. Her one weakness was her romantic nature. She had a thing for pirates, one in particular. He came into port, she fell instantly in love, and they were engaged within the week. Then, on the eve of their wedding, he stole the fantastic Good Soup diamond from her ring and sold it to smugglers on Skull Island. She wore the empty engagement band on her finger until the day she died, which was not long after. Some say she still haunts the Goodsoup family tomb. It is a sad story, is it not?
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Could you repeat that?
Get lost, Chowderhead.
Hypothetically, how would one get into your aunt's tomb?
I suppose you would have to die.
Oh, crud. Tell me that whole ring story again?
My dead great-aunt's fiancé stole the diamond and sold it to smugglers on Skull Island. She wore the engagement band until the day she died, and she remains buried in the Goodsoup family crypt, dead of a broken heart.
How can I get out to Skull Island?
Well, there used to be a regular ferry out to Skull Island.
Used to?
One cold night, so the tale goes, the Welshman set out in his dinghy. The deep fog around Skull Isle obscured even the moon, but the Welshman could see the distant light of the Blood Island lighthouse. When he'd rowed half the distance, the light in the lighthouse was mysteriously smashed, and the poor Welshman was lost, almost never to be seen again.
Almost?
Oh, there are those who say that late at night, if you stare into the fog long enough, you may see the flying Welshman rowing in his ghostly dinghy, lost for all eternity.
Creepy. How's business?
Oh, I need another drink.
Not good, I take it.
Just look around. No guests, no food, no entertainment. Not even the cannibals will come here. My only regular is a spooky old fortune-teller who gives everyone the creeps. No offense, Madam Zima.
A pax on your firstborn.
Yes, right.
What happened to all the guests?
After the place started to run down, they all checked out. All except for one, the guest that never left.
Is this gonna be scary? Because I warn you.
Every night we heard strange noises coming from his room. Frightful crashing sounds that shook the entire hotel, each followed by the most horrible screaming and cursing. Then, one night, the sounds just stopped, but were replaced with a terrifying wailing and moaning. I had the room sealed and vowed never to enter that hateful place again.
Why don't you try to liven the place up a little?
Well, that's quite a story. Years ago, this hotel was one of the hottest destinations in the Caribbean. People came from around the globe to see our world-famous dinner show. You may have noticed the oddly shaped barbecue out on the patio.
Well, no, but
Well, that barbecue was the centerpiece of our nightly entertainment.
isn't a barbecue the central attraction of most sophisticated nightlife activities?
Maybe, but no one else had a barbecue like this one. Every night the guests would gather round on the patio, and at precisely 6 o'clock,
You'd light up a senses-shattering fireworks extravaganza?
no. Do you want to hear the story or not?
I'm sorry, I'm fascinated. Please, go on.
Well, every night at precisely 6 o'clock, the volcano would erupt, and the lava would flow down the side of the mountain and into the special trough that runs beneath the barbecue. The guests absolutely loved it.
Isn't that some kind of fire hazard?
Well, we'd get a case of severe third-degree burns every now and then, but everybody agreed that it was worth it. That volcano was a showstopper. One day, the volcano just inexplicably stopped erupting. Without our main attraction, the resort just lost its appeal. We've gone downhill ever since, and the volcano hasn't erupted to this day.
Tragic. Would you let me into the guest room upstairs?
No, it is locked for a reason. Let no man disturb the dark spirits who occupy that room.
Maybe if you tried a more aggressive marketing scheme.
I've tried everything. Pamphlets, stickers, extensive print campaigns. I even tried passing out vials of my own blood imprinted with the slogan, "My parents went to Blood Island," and all I got was this lousy plasma sample.
That's just gross.
Well, with the benefit of hindsight, I suppose it is.
Well, maybe if you booked some more entertainers.
I booked a juggling act here a while back, but that didn't work out. Rather a moody guy. Kept talking about suffering for his art and all that. The guests hated him. They actually cheered when he burst into flame during his firewalking act.
Maybe if you focused on Blood Island's rich history.
What history? The island has a windmill and a lighthouse. There's not a whole lot to see.
Maybe you should get out of the hotel business.
Good soups have always been in hotel management. I've got to do my part to keep the dream alive, booking rooms and mixing drinks.
That's stirring.
Excuse me, stirring drinks?
No, I meant... Never mind. Would you let me into the guest room upstairs?
No, it is locked for a reason. Let no man disturb the dark spirits who occupy that room.
That's a shame. Sorry I brought it up. I'd like a drink, please.
Sure. What will you have?
Give me a big fruity drink with an umbrella in it.
Good choice. It's a delicious taste of the islands, made with lemon, grapefruit, and ground beef.
Hey, don't I get one of those decorative umbrellas to go in my tropical drink?
I don't think we have any. No, I'm wrong. I do have this one.
Ouch! Here's your glass back. Extended family-size processed cheese food spread. I think this is the stuff they use to make nachos. It's a refrigerator freezer with a magnet on it. It's a big whoop souvenir magnet. I really don't want to know what's in there. This village is deserted. How curious. It's a large cube of tofu. It's a table covered with different fruits and vegetables. It's holding cute little shrunken head brochettes. It's decorative yet functional. It's an auger. You look familiar somehow.
Perhaps it's because I look like a big lemon.
Oh, yeah. But it's more than that. We've met before. Back on Monkey Island.
Ah, Monkey Island. We had a nice village there. Rent-controlled huts close to the good schools. Those were the salad days, so to speak. Till they put in that darned carnival.
Carnival?
Yes, carnival. Just as soon as they put up the first tent, whoosh! The whole place becomes trendy. Sailors coming in at all times of the night, that awful music droning on and on. And to be honest with you, I think the Midway games are rigged.
Yeah.
At night, it wasn't safe for a cannibal to walk the island alone.
Cannibals?
You say that like it's a bad thing. Well, it's true. But we are no longer vicious and bloodthirsty cannibals.
No?
No. We underwent a paradigm shift in our belief system several years ago.
A paradigm shift? You don't say.
We decided we wanted to live a healthy cannibal lifestyle, completely cut back on our fatty missionary intake, and went vegetarian altogether. But there certainly was a time I would have eaten you. Young guy like you, not too much muscle.
Hey!
I'd probably marinate you in white wine for 45 minutes, dip you in a light corn batter, wrap you in banana leaves and bury you in a pit with 100 hot coals, let you roast overnight. Then I'd serve you on a bed of basmati rice with a garnish of shiitake mushrooms and shallots.
But not anymore, right?
Hmm.
But not anymore, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
Nice village you have.
Thanks. It's not much, but we call it home. We've been doing our best to capture the classic charm of a headhunter village, while at the same time incorporating all the modern conveniences brought to us by the European explorers. You may have noticed our first state-of-the-art bloodletting clinic, which has been cleverly designed to look like a traditional shaman's hut.
Oh, quaint.
Yes, we think so.
Do you live in fear of the fruit fly menace?
Not since I switched to a malathion-based cologne.
Very alluring.
Thank you.
Do they hassle you when you go through customs?
You have no idea.
I'm Guybrush. Boy, am I getting tired of saying this. Threepwood. Mighty pirate, yada yada yada.
I am Lemonhead. Can I help you with something?
Aren't you afraid the volcano will destroy your village?
The volcano? Oh, no. Mount Acidophilus is completely harmless. We have curried favor with Sherman, the all-powerful god of the volcano.
The god of the volcano likes spicy foods?
Shut up, or I'll eat you.
Okay.
When we first landed on this island, the volcano god was most upset, belching out smoke, vomiting up lava. It was disgusting, really, and potentially hazardous. We knew we had to do something to pacify the volcano god, and we assumed a good sacrifice would do the trick.
A reasonable assumption.
But when we threw the sacrifice into the volcano, Mount Acidophilus erupted violently. We thought Sherman was upset at us, so we started making sacrifices every day. We tried everything. Fish, poultry, livestock, phenylalanine.
The usual.
Then one day, we tried brie. There was a huge eruption that nearly killed us all.
What happened?
Sherman is lactose intolerant.
Ah, it all makes sense now.
Now, Sherman is on a very strict diet. He only gets fresh fruit, vegetables, and of course, soy products for the proteins so important to muscle building.
Stand aside. I mean to visit the volcano.
I'm afraid I cannot allow that. Our ritual offering is about to begin.
Terrific. I'm fascinated by your quaint tribal customs.
Postcards and slides are available in the lobby. Non-cannibals are forbidden from witnessing the actual ceremony.
That's so unfair.
Tell it to the volcano gods. I don't make the rules, you know.
I really want to see the volcano.
You're just not a cannibal, and your presence would defile the sanctity of our ceremony.
Oh, can't you make an exception just this once? It's an emergency.
I'd like to, but if I let you in, then I'd have to let everybody in. Next thing you know, cannibalism is in, and they're making documentaries about us.
When does the ceremony begin?
It was supposed to have started half an hour ago. Even now, members of my village are preparing a human-like sacrifice for the volcano god.
Human-like?
Due to the delicate nature of the volcano god's digestion, we can't actually feed him real humans. So we sacrifice a human substitute. It doesn't really taste like a human, but it has a similar texture.
So what's the holdup?
We're still waiting for our featured guest.
Who's your featured guest?
He's an ambassador from one of the other islands. It's all part of a new cannibal outreach program between the villages. Apparently not all villages are as punctual as ours.
I'll help you find him. What does he look like?
I don't know. He should be dressed for the ceremony. And he'd better be a vegetarian. We specifically asked for a vegetarian.
I bring a gift for the volcano god.
Oh, we can't take gifts from outsiders. Government regulations, health codes, taboos, that sort of thing. I'll send him your regards, though.
I'm thinking of becoming a cannibal.
Do you have any previous experience?
Well, I used to bite my fingernails.
Well, technically I'm not supposed to do this, but I like you. You got moxie. After the sacrifice, I'll get you started on your cannibalism orientation program. In just 4 short years, you'll be able to join us in the volcano ritual.
4 years? Wait a second. Did I say cannibal? I meant to say, cannonball. I want to be a cannonball. Boom!
You're not quite stable, are you?
I'll, see you around. It's full of seawater. Okay. Okay, it floats, but it still doesn't point anywhere. Cool, a cork with a magnetic pin stuck in it. The mind boggles at the possibilities. Hey, neat, it points north. Science is fun when you know the secret. I'd like a drink, please.
Right.
That opened it. That makes the drink oh so much more appealing. It just occurred to me that mixing medicine and alcohol is a really stupid and possibly lethal thing to do. If I were a real person instead of a lovably inept cartoon character with the potential for a few more sequels, I wouldn't even consider it. Skull! That's odd. It's supposed to cause drowsiness. I don't feel the least bit drowsy.
In fact, I feel,
So then the Undertaker says, I wanted to be a pallbearer, but I couldn't stop coughing.
You crack me up, Mort.
So what's with the new guy?
Oh, he's been like that for an hour now. Passed out cold. He'll come around.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I guess that's the end of the game, then.
What with him being the main character and all. Funny. I didn't think you could die in LucasArts adventure games.
Well, maybe they're trying something different.
When I should take care of him?
Would you? It's bad for business, having him just lie there.
Rest in peace and all that.
Hey! I'm not really dead. Oh, come on, cut it out. Yikes. Where's that telltale pounding coming from? It's coming from within one of these coffins. From the dead. The dead that surround me. They must know my horrible secret. They'll never let me rest until I've paid for the wrongs I've committed against. Wait a second. I don't have a horrible secret. I think that knocking is coming from inside this coffin. I can't open it. Go into the light!
Phew, I'm glad to be finally out of that thing, even though it was a spacious, comfortable model with plenty of leg and headroom. Well, hello there. Say, you look familiar.
Yes, well,
Of course! Guybrush Threepwood. You're the one who locked me in there in the first place.
Well, you see, I've been meaning to...
No, I won't hear of it. That was the best time of my life. Gave me plenty of time to think, you know? To think about the things that really matter. I don't know if you've considered this, son, but live burials are not an altogether uncommon experience here in the Caribbean.
I wasn't aware of that.
Not to mention pirate raids and deadly sea battles, huge man-eating reptiles, dangerous quicksand pits, trigger-happy duelists, and of course, those pesky undead. Have you ever thought of what would happen to your loved ones should this gruesome fate befall you?
No, but...
Well, of course, you have plenty of time to think about it. Or do you? I'm one of the lucky ones. I've been dead. It's given me a whole new perspective on life. A life that I'm going to devote to making sure people's life insurance needs are met. Here, take one of my business cards I've had made up.
If you've been locked in that coffin, how are you able to have business cards made?
Now's not the time to worry about the technicalities, son. Now's the time to ask yourself, are you covered? Run along now and let me set up my office.
We're trapped in here. The door's locked.
Nonsense! This is one of Stan's cozy crypts, all equipped with a patented secure lock release mechanism. Just jiggle the handle there.
Hi, guys. I guess you'll be wondering how I came to be back from the dead. No questions for the dead guy come back to life? No questions like, is there life after death or is there a heaven? Will there be adequate parking? Fine. Be that way. I wouldn't tell you about the hereafter if you begged me. Baron C. Lambert Chowder Goodsoup, pioneer of crouton technology. He looks a lot like the guy at the bar. Minerva Stronheim Goodsoup, Baroness of Borscht. It's a bunch of old portraits of the Van Salad family, and I thought the Goodsoups were a homely bunch. It's a big nail. I'd better get rid of this incriminating picture frame. What? It's locked. It looks out onto the cemetery. I guess I'm better at this pirating thing than I thought. It worked. It's a really musty-smelling wardrobe. It's so musty that I don't want to open it up. Quaint. I'm sure there's nothing in there except one of those hotel Bibles. It looks out over the cemetery. Creepy. It's a Murphy bed. Wow. I'll bet his room charges are pretty hefty by now. I'm not sure if that's strong enough to hold it. I might need one more nail. There. The bed has been nailed down. That ought to do it. The Goodsoups, A Life in Pictures by M.M. Goodsoup. Wow. I'll bet his room charges are pretty hefty by now. Well, I wouldn't know what to say. The Murphy bed is slammed up so many times it's made a hole in the wall. I thought if I died, I'd be buried with your aunt.
Well, isn't it obvious? You can't be buried in the Good Soup family crypt unless you're a member of the Good Soup family.
A member of the family, huh? Uncle Griswold, it's me! Don't you recognize me?
Recognize you? I've never seen you before in my life. What is your name?
Hearty beef and potato.
Hearty beef and potato?
I come from good Irish stock.
I don't recall having any relatives with that name.
Look at me. Don't I look just like a good soup?
No, you don't look much like a good soup at all. In fact, you look more like one of the Brothschilds. They always did have weak features.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Every day I wander the Good Soup family hall of portraits and give my respects to each of my distinguished ancestors. Every distinguishing feature of the Good Soup family is there in those pictures, and I see nothing in any of those portraits that might remind me of you.
I'm off to explore the rustic charms of Blood Island. There, I've cut out the face.
There's nothing like family. No matter what may happen in the topsy-turvy world of the Caribbean resort business, I can always relax in the knowledge that I come from good, wealthy stock. Breeding. That's what's important. Breeding and culture. Just like Grandfather Lambert. Breeding, culture, and lots of really old money. It makes a man proud. It's funny. I don't remember Grandfather Lambert as looking so common. Oh, weird. It's like his eyes follow me. Pictures like that really creep me out.
Look at me. Don't I look just like a good soup?
Now that you mention it, you do bear a slight resemblance to my great-grandfather C. Lambert Goodsoup.
Clammy? Why, folks back home used to tell me all the time. You're the spitting image of old Chowder Good Soup.
You know, I think you're right. I wonder why I didn't see it before.
I could just talk about good soup history all day.
How about that first fateful journey made to the Caribbean?
Oh, you mean the one that... Baron Salmon Bisque de Good Soup began in 1621?
Exactly. He landed on Scab Island with just a spoon and a dream. In just 4 short years, he had formed the largest chain of all soup restaurants in the Western Hemisphere. By 1635, he had driven the entire Van Salad family out of the Caribbean and had a restaurant empire that spanned the globe.
Actually, the Van Salads were not driven out until 1637, and the Good Soup chain of restaurants and resorts never did become popular in the South Pacific.
Yes, we are. All right, whatever. Well, son, it looks like you were right. Welcome back to the glorious name of Good Soup.
I'm, honored.
And as a good soup, you're welcome to every benefit the name provides. Instant prestige around Blood Island. A 10% discount at any of the Good Soup resorts in the Caribbean. And, of course, medical, dental, and a 401k. And the best thing of all, if you should happen to drop dead, you will be buried in the extravagant Good Soup family crypt.
It's as if all my dreams have come true.
Welcome back to Mutual of Stan.
You've convinced me. I want to buy some insurance.
A wise choice, and one you won't soon regret. The question isn't whether or not you can afford to buy an insurance policy, it's whether you can afford not to. Speaking of which, can you afford to buy an insurance policy?
Well, how much does it cost?
Oh, that depends on a variety of factors. How much coverage you need, how much you're willing to spend, all sorts of highly complicated sliding scale insurance equations and such. But I won't bore you with all that. Just let me ask you this. How much money do you have?
Well, I've got these wooden nickels.
I see. Maybe I've confused you somewhere along the line. While nothing would please me more to send you out of here, with the peace of mind that your family will be provided for in the unlikely event of your death, I have to run a business here. If you can't at least show me some collateral, I can't give you a policy.
This antique handcrafted bottle of rich, creamy shaving soap. The closest, most comfortable shave possible.
No.
This one-of-a-kind Big Whoop refrigerator magnet. Very collectible.
Not interested.
This fine cane-handled umbrella. Makes a great gift.
Surely you're joking.
This attractive mallet and chisel combination set. Use them separately or as a pair.
Surely you're joking.
This high-precision compass, because we all need a little direction in our lives.
Surely you're joking.
How about an enormous uncursed diamond?
How about that? Do you have an enormous uncursed diamond?
Okay, no. But I'm like this close to getting one.
Well, I'm this close to believing that you're trying to take advantage of my generosity. Maybe you'd like to make me a serious offer,
An assortment of tarot cards. Practice the mystic art of fortune telling at home or on vacation.
No.
This rare first edition volume of the Good Soup family history. Very valuable, very educational.
No.
This highly accurate map to Blood Island. I absolutely guarantee you won't find another one just like it.
No.
This authentic pirate relic. A genuine tooth from an actual pirate. Only one of its kind.
Is that real gold?
The finest known to man. Not much spit on it either anymore.
Now you're starting to speak my language. All right, let's find a coverage plan that suits your needs. And you can rest assured that you've provided for your family well after your unfortunate departure.
What are the terms of this plan exactly?
It's quite simple, son. When you die, whoever holds that policy gets a lot of money.
A lot of money? Wow.
Wow is right. Now I want you to be careful out there.
Okay, I will. Thanks.
No, I'm serious. I want you to be very, very careful.
Will do. I'd like a drink, please.
Here you go, laddie. Oh dear, he's had a sudden and completely unexpected relapse of death. And just as we were getting reacquainted, as his kinsman, it is my duty to give him a proper burial. It is my solemn vow. Young, hearty beef and potato shall be buried in the Good Soup family crypt.
All right.